Today, we're going to give you guys a sneak peek of the first incubated game project for InuYasha. So, a lot of exciting things. I keep talking about InuYasha. Awesome project. They're building something super unique. Lots of hype towards it. Very early on. So, I'm interested in all this stuff. I'm glad that they're showing all this stuff. I know they're working on some game projects, and I'm surprised that they're showing off this stuff so early on that I'm super excited that they're giving you guys this preview. I couldn't be more excited for the things to come for InuYasha. So let's go. So, in case you guys haven't checked this out or haven't watched my previous videos, this is InuYasha.io, half dog, half demon, community developed token on Ethereum blockchain. Obviously, here's the contact address if you want to be involved. Obviously, if you want to look at the contract, DEX tools, etc. But let's just jump right into the main thing that we're giving an update on today. So, obviously, the incubator, this is what they're building. They're building a way to... So let's just jump right into what we came here to talk about. So obviously the InuYasha Incubator, remember they're doing a huge grant for a project that a lot of people are submitting different types of projects out there that the community is going to vote on. And these projects could be different protocols, blockchain games, meme tokens, pretty much any type of project, charity token. But they want to take all these applications, show the community what they're interested in, and then the community gets to decide which ones they're going to put their money into. So a lot of great things are happening. A lot of people are talking about this, and they're showing off some previews of the first incubated game project on this platform. So definitely awesome, definitely something that you guys should check out. So let's just jump right into it. In the quick teaser right here on the Twitter InuYasha token, but they said sneak peek of the new patch in the first incubated game project for InuYasha. So you guys could definitely check this out. And it looks like this 3D world. It's like obviously all like digital. It's giving me like retro vibes and things like that. So it's crazy. I thought it was like, since this project is so new, I thought this was going to be far away, but it's crazy to see how much they've done already with this. And a lot of speculation. People are trying to figure out what this is going to be about. Either way, I know it's going to be great, and I think it's super exciting. So let's definitely check that out. I do think it's obviously looks super exciting. So a lot of people have been talking about this project, even me. There's a video of me. I should probably like my own video. But yeah, just they've been constantly giving great updates on this. Obviously, everyone's excited about how the price has been. 240,000 all-time high, almost 2,500 holders. What's next? CMC listing. So a bunch of exciting updates. If you guys want to follow along with them, you can follow them at InuYasha Official on Telegram. There's been a bunch of video postings. I know Brian Makes Benjamins has been talking about this project a lot too. So if you guys haven't seen his videos, he does a great job breaking down all the updates. So definitely check that out. But they're just been really happy with not only the performance of the charts we'll look at in a second, but just how much the community has grown in a short amount of time. I know that people just have been overall excited about everything going on. They always are teasing like these huge announcements, obviously with the game projects that they're incubating. There's been a lot of hype around that. So remember, if you look at their roadmap, we're kind of in phase 1, and I think sometime in phase 2, but the idea is that they're doing a huge push towards everything. They're still have an announcement, even though they're in teasers, partnership announcement for the first incubated project. InuYasha does have access to pre-sale for a new project. So again, remember, the idea here is that they're going to put out the projects that apply to them. So if you have a project out there, you just have to submit like a roadmap and a white paper. You submit it to them, and the community, so if you're a holder, gets to vote which project should get that grant. And remember, that grant is like $50,000, right? Like that's a crazy grant to give a new project, and definitely will help them out. But part of that and part of the deal is that the InuYasha holders will get access to pre-sale for the new project, right? So the idea is that the holders vote for projects that they're interested in, and since they're interested in, they're voting for it, they're most likely going to participate in the pre-sale for this new project, so they get early access, right? So that's one project. But then think about all the other projects that they're going to be working with, that people are going to be voting in. It's kind of like building this community of people voting on projects that they feel are super valuable, jumping into them together, and then pushing them to make sure that they're as successful as possible. If you listen to the AMA, I was about to say watch the AMA, you listen to the AMA, which is really good, an hour and 30 minutes. It's very long, but it's good. But what they pointed out was that that there's this huge potential here, right? And because of the fact that InuYasha is not just building this platform, but they're building this community, and they call them, like, I think they call them departments or groups or something like that. So they'll have obviously a group that helps show these projects out and things like that, helps with tokenomics, the marketing. But there's also another group that helps just push the community, helps grow the community, and make sure that when these new projects get released, that they're as successful as possible. And I think it's really good, because there's a lot of projects in the crypto space that don't succeed because they don't have the community backing them, they don't have the resource to back them. And with InuYasha providing that with the grant and this built-in community, pushing and ready to invest in the pre-sale, I think that's awesome. And I do think that it's like a real healthy way to build the foundation for a new project. And then of course in phase 3, that they're gonna have player NFT integrated blockchain game, and then 4, they'll have a new grant application round. So by then they've already given the $50,000 away, and then they'll give another one. I don't know if it's gonna be more. It might be more. It might be more than, I mean, 50,000 is a lot. If it's more than that, that's crazy. But again, and then of course, kind of like what they've been talking about as well is early access to the blockchain game ecosystem. So again, giving you guys more access to it. So initially, if you invest in the InuYasha token, you not only get to first access to these projects, you just get to see a bunch of projects and work with the community, talk with the community, and figure out which projects you like, which projects you think will really succeed, which projects deserve the $50,000 grant. And if you don't believe me, I talked about this before, but you can see that they've mentioned that, obviously, that the AMA and things like that. They talked about right here. They said back in a couple days ago, accept the applications. The donation will be a sum of $50,000 for the winner that's selected by our community. So they're just providing the platform for all this to happen. It's really up to you guys what you guys want to do. If you want to vote for some project that you really like because of the name of it or something like that, that's up to you. If that's what the community wants, that's the things. Or if you really like this charity token because of the charity, or maybe this game because of the game that it's saying, like, it really could be anything. And so what they plan to do eventually is they're accepting applications, obviously, just by messaging them, etc. So if you know a project, and urge them to send applications. But they hope to build this whole entire dashboard platform to do all these things, to preview all these games, for people to be involved. So I think it's gonna be awesome, and I do think that it's gonna obviously, bring a lot of excitement to this project and utility, and that's something that we're always looking for. So let's check out the chart and see how everything is going. So remember, this is on the Ethereum network. So swap ETH for InuYasha. Make sure you're grabbing the contract from the website. Make sure that you are using Uniswap and MetaMask to swap. That's the tool that I use. Feel like the easiest. Again, if you remember back, we talked about it at the end of October. There was some growth. People sold off, things like that. It's kind of leveled off, and then there's a bit of a dip in the last day or so. A lot of projects have dipped. But a lot of people are interested in buying. Like, this has been a big buying period for you. So if you guys are interested in getting in, now might be a good time to jump in because of where this is. Where to it was. And of course, like, there's a bunch of interesting things coming. They haven't announced the first game yet. They plan to do a lot more in the near future. Like I said, building utility. Once you guys hear about these new projects, the way to get into them and get early access to the pre-sale is being a InuYasha holder. That's kind of the reward to get in. Or to be in the project. So definitely something to check out and keep in mind. You definitely don't want to be late to the party on this one. So definitely check it out for their updates. Join their Twitter, join their Telegram. Remember, this looks like exciting, and I think more and more people, I'm guessing that little bump was that happened was because they started showing off more and more of the game. So once they actually reveal more information about the incubated game project, I think more and more people would be excited, more and more people would want to jump on board. So just keep that in mind. Again, do your own research, not financial advice. But that's it. I'm gonna keep you guys updated on this project. A lot of interesting things coming. Obviously, I was super excited about it. If you haven't seen my first video, check that out. But thanks everyone for watching. Catch you guys next time.